Hello, friend. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper, and it is time to do a review of our weekly sales. So I am going to show you 20-ish items that sold on eBay. I'll talk a little bit about whether our new business model is progressing as we are wanting it to. If you do not know, I'll throw the video up top. We are trying to get to $25 and up items. We are leaving some of the lower in the store. I don't want to take them down after we've done the work, but here going forward, we are trying to list $25 and up. And I'm also going to show you Poshmark as well as Mercari sales. And there were some really, really good ones. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we are going to kick this off by looking at the eBay seller hub of my store that will show you all of our numbers in real time. I am recording this on a Sunday, and I want you to know I do have a video on the seller hub. If you're not super familiar with navigating it and all of the different options that are available there, definitely take a look at that video and use your seller hub. There are a lot of tools there that are very, very nice to have to be able to use. I'm also excited. I started playing a little bit with the research on the eBay app. You can now search 3 years of history on Terapeak on the app, which is absolutely amazing. I'm really, really liking that. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so here first, I would like to show you our chart for the last 31 days. I'm recording this late afternoon, so today's actually a slower day. It is Memorial Weekend this weekend, so I think a lot of people are probably out barbecuing, spending time with family. So we're at $216.91 for today. Yesterday was a decent day. We did $464. Friday was a little slower, $281. Thursday was a great day, though. We did $687 that day. So we are still down 4.1% from last month. We are at $13,092 for the last month. So we are pushing to get that up. We have been pushing for a while. Hopefully it will go up soon. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the items that sold to make that money. First up is going to be this vintage Chase Authentics Driver's Line NASCAR Dodge Coors Light jersey or shirt. Pick this up at the thrift store for only $1. This one sold full price in a month. Excellent, excellent sale on this one, and it is about a $38 profit. So here you can see it is extra large. It is a quarter zip. Any of these like all over graphic shirts, I feel like I do well with. And this one does have a solid back though, not an all over front and back. It's just the front, but still a great, great sale and very, very fast. So with those NASCAR driver shirts, watch for those big, bold prints. Up next is a vintage Joseph Original Fantasia Series girl in green dress with bird and butterflies. This one I picked up on an online auction. I did pay about $20 for this. So I paid up a little bit, and I did accept a best offer of $68.24, still making about a $30 profit after fees. And she took a little bit longer to sell. She was listed in February, so right at 3 months. Not horrible. So watch Joseph Originals, especially the bigger ones. Here you can see that signature on the bottom. This one is about 8 inches. Some of the more rare ones of these dolls can be very valuable. So definitely try to use Google Lens or put descriptors like the butterflies and green dress to look up comps when you see these. Next is one I had for a very, very long time, And I am trying to kind of self-discipline myself a little bit more on sending out higher offers. So I have had this, I believe, right at a year, and I sent out a 50% off offer on this. It has been here a year. It needs to go. Only paid a couple of dollars when I got it. So it sold for $32.17. I am still making a $25 profit. Plus an item that has been here for a long time is gone. This was originally acquired from an online estate lot, and I do still pick these up because most of these sell faster for me. This one, for whatever reason, took a little bit longer. You can see the Made in Italy there on the bottom, and $25 profit, happy with it. But again, I did have to send out a 50% offer to get that sale. Time for some teacups. This is a double warrant Paragon Pink Rose teacup, and this one sold for a best offer of $35, and I believe this is going out to a viewer, to Miss Nancy, and $35 was my lowest on this one. It actually has not even been listed a week, and I thought it was going to be worth more around that $100 point, but when I researched, it was not. So make sure you do your research. Don't get stuck in your own head because you think something should be more valuable. That does not mean it is. So some Paragons are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. However, this was not one of them. And it is a double warrant. So if you see here the double stamps, this is a double warrant teacup that only sold for $35. So remember to find the exact one. Again, I do not want you guys paying up for teacups that do not have that value there, but this one sold really, really fast. I paid about $10. So this one is about an $18 to $20 profit in a week. Next is a full price sale. This is a vintage reversible horses throw blanket, acrylic, Western. It was made in Spain. I did learn that by a Google Lens search, and this one sold at $45.49. I picked this up at the thrift store for $5, so it is about a $34 profit. This one was listed back in November, so this one took about 6 months to sell, a little bit longer, but really, really good profit. I did recently, I just ordered some of the vacuum seal bags. A few of you recommended I should do that. So we are going to slowly start putting our blankets into those and hopefully make some more space in our storage areas. We had a Max Mara piece last week sell. Here's another one. This is Weekend Max Mara cigarette butterfly print jacquard straight leg pants. They are a size 8. These I sent out an offer of $31.84. These were listed back in February as well, so about 3 months to sell. Only paid about $5 in an online auction though, so they are about a $20 profit. And here you can see that Weekend Max Mara tag, and there is the cigarette tag. So that's how we knew they were cigarette pants. We are not great at identifying styles without tags around here. And this one, a little bit longer, 3 months, but still a good profit. Up next is one of the higher sales over the last week, and that is this new vintage Lisa Frank Bead Mania 1990s. This was a sealed jewelry kit. I did accept a best offer of $130 on this one because it was listed back in December, and I only paid $4, so this is well over $100 profit in 5 months. Not too horrible. It's crazy how time flies. I feel like I just got this Lisa Frank stuff. So I actually still have another one of these left. Great profit, $100. Keep your eye out for Lisa Frank. The signature that you see here is the one that was used in the 90s, and her stuff can sell very, very high. Up next is some lace that was part of a big lot I got in an estate sale. This one is polyester trim. This one sold for a best offer I sent out of $22.74, and it is 2.5 inches wide, pretty thick, and This one was a repeat buyer, and I was less than $1 into each of these. So this one is about an $18 profit, and it did sell in that 3 months. Up next is a Eagle Flames Harley Davidson Bike Week tank top. This one, I believe this is one of the ones I got lucky and picked up for $1. This one was listed back in March. It sold for a best offer of $20.74. So it's about a $15 profit. So overall, my catch treasure hunting, people were saying I should have picked up these Harley shirts for $8 and $12. But this one's a great example that a lot of them only go at about that $20 point. So be very careful paying up for Harley. There are very few that sell for higher dollar. They do sell fast. I will say that. But this is not something I would really want to pay more than $2 or $3 for. Up next is a really cool Kachina doll. This is a Mudhead Kachina signed Brenna John. This one was 9 inches tall, and this one sold for a best offer of $47. They actually sent me a $41 offer, and I countered them at $47. Told them it had not been listed long, and $47 was the lowest I would do, and they accepted. I've had quite a few that have kind of played out that way here lately. So hold tight to your price, especially on newly listed items. Unless you get it really, really cheap, I think it is okay to wait. So accepted that $47 offer. I paid about $10, so it's about a $30 profit after fees. And this one's a really good one. There you can see that signature Brenna John and Mudhead. And it's about 8 inches tall without the feather. Really, really cool Kachina doll. And I would say the average on these is typically 40 to 50, but there are a lot of them that are worth hundreds of dollars depending on the artist. Up next is a pair of vintage 1977 Iowa license plates. These sold for full price for $19.49. These have been listed a long time. These are from my original license plate buy from an online estate auction. I was $1 into each, so $2. So this is about a $12 profit after fees, but these took close to 2 years to sell. Up next is a vintage Coach purse. This one I accepted a best offer of $20. This is another that they offered me lower. I told them 20 was the lowest I was willing to go. I listed this back in September. So I want to point out that Coach doesn't necessarily always mean big money. I did pick this up for just a couple of dollars, so I'm okay with that $20 price point. And I just want you guys to know that sometimes Coach is not necessarily money. So be careful with Coach purses. Also be careful to make sure that they are authentic. This one ended up being about a $14 profit, and it took over 8 months to sell. Next is another of the license plates that was listed for close to 2 years now. This one sold for a best offer of $27.50, and this one is about a $24 profit. So the license plates are one thing I probably am not going to unlist. I kind of contemplated, but really they're all in a stand and we've already done the work. So these will probably remain listed even if they are under that $25 point. This one was a higher one and great profit, but again, took 2 years to sell. More of the Lisa Frank that was listed back in December. Same $4 in buy cost into these 3 bookmarks. And these sold for full price at $29.24. So they are close to a $20 profit. Again, there is your 1990s Lisa Frank signature. These were in excellent condition. Watch out. I actually had a friend find some Lisa Frank at the thrift store the other day. I have never been that lucky. I got these from an online estate sale, but her notebooks and backpacks can be very, very high dollar. Next are some vintage yellow striped floral polka dot boho cottage core pillowcases. I absolutely love these. So these were listed at that $25 price point. They were listed back in October, so I sent out an offer of $18.19. They accepted. I'm only $1 in from an online estate sale, so they're about a $14 to $15 profit. But again, they did take a while to sell. And they are so cool though. This is something I probably will continue picking up because I can list them at that $25 price point. And I am okay though if we are sending out offers a little bit lower. Up next is a Swarovski vintage crystal ornament, a little fox, woodland creature. We did put mini. This one sold for a best offer I sent out of $26.32. I'm about $5 in, so he's about a $15 profit. Really, really cute little fox here. And this one you can see here on the bottom, the swan, it's kind of hard to see. The swan marking is there for Swarovski. And he's only 2 inches tall. So he's itty bitty and he sold in under a month. Up next is a really good sale. This is a Judith Ripka Nautilus Seashell Sterling pendant. Was 16 inches, new in the box. I did pay up for this one. I paid $50 for this in an online auction. It actually sold in under a week for a best offer of $115. So it's about a $50 profit, but very, very fast. So when you get those signed jewelry pieces, those do tend to sell a little bit faster. This also was a very, very popular style by Judith Ripka. And you can see here, we did have that original Judith Ripka box, which was in excellent condition and very, very fast sale. I paid up, but very fast $50 profit. Up next is an Under Armour ISO Chill Pro Fit hat. This wasn't large, extra large. It was new with the tags. This one did sell for full price of $25.99. I did pick this up in an online auction for around $2. So it is close to a $20 profit. This one was listed back in December, so about 5 months to sell. Kind of that mid-range. We are hoping to get an average of stuff that's out of here in 6 months or so is our goal. I don't know if we can attain that, but hopefully we'll start selling some stuff faster. But I'm happy to see. I really love selling hats, and there are definitely quite a few that will hit that $25 price point. And this one, again, was about a $20 profit. Up next was another full price sale. This one sold for $32.49. This is a large Howling Wolf Southwestern Mandala vintage Dreamcatcher fur feather beads. Sold for $32.49. I actually got it for under $5. So it's about a $23 profit. And this one sold in 2 months. So very happy with the time that this one took to sell. Really, really neat there. You can see it's almost 3 feet long. Very, very nice piece. And this one was a great profit. Up next was a very, very fast sale. This one actually sold in under 2 days. This is a vintage hand-carved dark wooden elephant figurine. You can see I put trunk up for good luck. So if you do not know that, the elephants with their trunk up are symbolizing good luck. So that is something great to add if you do not already know that. So this one sold for a best offer of $24 in 2 days. Really, really fast. And you can see there, it does have the tusks underneath. And this one was a great sale, little 3-inch elephant. I got this in a cart lot, so I'm only a couple of dollars in. So this one is close to a $20 profit. Up next is a Coleman cooler. This is a Panduit cool box. This one I got at an estate sale for $1. I will actually pop the video up top for you of this dollar estate sale. It was so crazy. So this one sold for a best offer of $18.19. So it's about a $14 profit. It's a plastic cooler though. It's not going to break. It will be easy to ship. And it did take a little bit longer to sell. Not horrible though. This one was listed in March, so it took about 2 months to sell. And I'm happy with a $15 profit from $1 buy. Last for eBay before we pop on over to Poshmark and Mercari is this El Paso Southwestern Tribal Small Wool Rug. This one sold for a best offer of $29.08. And this one was listed in April, so it was only listed for a month. And I got lucky, got this for about $5. So it is about a $20 profit. It is small. It's only 15 inches by 25 inches, and it sold very, very fast. Here you can see that El Paso Saddle Blanket Company. These are not high dollar unless you get absolutely amazing designs on them, but they are pretty fast sellers. All right, that was everything for eBay. Not everything, but everything that I'm going to share with you. I hope you learned some new things. Most of those are faster selling for us, so very, very happy with the way that that is going. We are pulling items. We are lotting items up. We are doing a lot to try really hard to meet that $25 price point. And I am seeing that reflected in the sales. Not seeing it reflected in the total yet. Hopefully we will soon. I've been listing a lot this weekend, and that's what I'm going to do after I finish this video as well. I'm down to 50 drafts, which is really good because it was close to 100 for a while. So hopefully I can get it down to 20 or 30 before the end of the weekend. And yeah, so now I'm going to show you Posh and Mercari. I really want to point out with Mercari, there are no seller fees, and we are having some decent sales over there. And I want to remind you, if you are selling on Mercari, accept those offers that are 10% off or 20% off because you have no fees, right? There are no fees there. So be willing to work with buyers a little more on Mercari because you don't pay it. They are paying a buyer's premium now in addition to what they are paying for the item. So I'm more than willing to negotiate with them. And I know a few of you said you would like me to show the link feature on List Perfectly. I am going to do that for you here coming up within the next couple of weeks. I have to figure out if I'm going to delist everything over Mercari and Poshmark, which is really scary because I don't know how long it will take my mom to get our 7,000 listings back up on there. And we do get pretty regular sales on there. So I'm still teetering. I haven't decided. Let me know what you would do. And again, just to recap that, I have ended and sold similar on Posh and Mercari and unlinked them from List Perfectly. So some items didn't get listed. So I think there are quite a few listed on Posh and Mercari that are already sold. And I'm thinking I want to start fresh and make sure that I get everything linked and that it works right so that I can use their automatic ending feature so that when something sells, their system will end it for me everywhere else. Right now, my husband is doing that. So I'm sure my husband would vote yes, but let me know what you would vote. Let's go ahead, take a look at Mercari. We just had a really good sale over on Mercari, and we'll take a look at Posh. First up on Posh, I wanted to show you guys these because I think if you are a seller doing this by yourself, napkins are so cheap everywhere. They're easy to list. They're easy to ship. I paid $1 for these, end of $12.99. There's no fees, so they are almost a $12 profit. Now, for my business model, what we are switching to, stuff like this is not going to get listed anymore. But I think if you're working by yourself, this would still be a great sale if you can pick these up at a garage sale or thrift store for like $1. And these were listed back in February, the end of February. So they did take about 2.5 months to sell, but they are a great profit. Next is something that is in the linen category that I think a lot of people miss, and that is a Cecil Seda large beach towel, rainbow swirls reversible. Picked this up for $5, sold on Mercari in 2 months for $38.99. So it is a $34 profit on a towel. Here you can see the Cecil Seda. And what I typically look for with the beach towels is that they're big and they're colorful. And some of them will surprise you and be worth $50, $60, some of them even $100. So definitely check that towel section for vintage colorful beach towels. This one sold in about 2 months, but it is a great profit. Next is a trench coat that sold in under a month. which I am really happy with. This is a vintage OC Zook beige trench coat. Picked this up for $1. So this is a almost $38 profit because of no fees. There's that OC Zook. I pay attention to trench coats, and I pay attention to all jackets, to be honest with you, because a lot of jackets are valuable. So check the jacket section, check the trench coats. This was even a size small, and it sold in under a month for over a $30 profit. This is the sale that I just had that I said I just made. So this is a black zipper sweater, Harley Davidson motorcycle jacket. This I picked up at the flea market for $5. So it is a $35 profit, and it sold in under a week. Really, really good sale on this one. You can see here really cool zippers on this one. I really like this Harley jacket. There you can see that size large and the Harley Davidson embroidered on the side. There are the measurements, and this one was a very, very fast sale and a really good profit. So this goes to show you kind of the opposite end of that tank top that we looked at earlier. And this one is a $35 profit, and it sold very, very fast. Next is this Artland Margot floral ceramic casserole dish. I think this has been in the shed for a long time. I don't even remember where it came from. Payout was like 26 bucks on this. I am thinking it came in like an estate lot a long time ago. That's why I don't remember getting it. I don't think I paid very much for this. So this one is probably about a $20 profit, and it actually sold in under a month on Mercari. So those dishes and houseware items will sell on Mercari. So if you're cross-posting, that is a category I definitely would cross-post over to Poshmark. I think I just said Mercari, but I meant Poshmark. Up next is a pair of Miu Miu metallic cap sneakers. These were in an auction lot. I didn't pay much. I am so not a woman's shoe person. So I accepted a best offer of 45. I was hoping to get 50. They were listed back in February. I don't have much in, so they are about a $30 profit. Here you can see the photos. They had a little bit of wear. That is why we have put see more or read more in that title. And here you can see the inside. It does have the Miu Miu there, and there is some discoloration on them. So hopefully they paid attention. We very, very clearly outlined it. And I don't know if they plan on cleaning them or what. I was unsure if I should even list them, but they actually sold again in 3 months for $45. And I am happy with the profit. So the last two sales on Poshmark are both really good, and they're the same plate, and they went to different buyers. So this is the first one. This is Jean Volupte, France, floral bouquet French country salad plates. This one's a lot of 4. They sold for $65, which was my full asking price. Here you can see on the back the Volupte. These are ones that I knew were valuable. I actually bought a lot with other plates because of these plates, and I was able to identify them using Google Lens. I only am in like $10, so they are about a $45 profit, but these sold very, very fast. And then last on Poshmark is this Jean France Volupte garden salad plates. A set of 2 sold for $24. I'm not sure what my thinking was, because typically if I only do 2, I price them more individually than 4. So I'm not really sure what I was doing there. But again, kind of all in the profit on these at this point. And these are about a $15 profit after fees. They are those same plates, but I don't like to sell more than 4 plates at a time just because it's easier to pack up 4. And I don't know if somebody saw the set of 4 sell, so they bought the set of 2. These 2 sold to different buyers within a couple of hours of each other. It was kind of crazy, but really, really good sale. All right, that was everything. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what surprised you the most out of what we sold. And let me know again, let me know, would you take down all of your Poshmark and Mercari if your system was just a hot mess, which is what mine is right now. I really do appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one.